Thank you for your time. The questions I'm going to ask were formed by a group of King College Prep high school students who are interested in addressing and starting a dialogue about topics most important to our peers, neighborhood, community, Chicago, and etc. We are in the process of gathering feedback/data related to the lack of resources in our community, and your answers and opinions are very important parts of this process. At the end of the survey, please give us feedback on how to improve this process for future interviews and suggest questions that you would like us to ask your community. This is Deja, and she's my friend. She's attending King College Prep, and no, she hasn't been interviewed yet. All right, this is the first question. What role do you play in your community?
In my community, most people, most young, most children and kids look up to me as a big sister because they come to me and ask me anything, and I will help them at any time.
Okay. What is your definition of a community?
A community is like a place where you can be able to like if you ever like to meet somebody in your community, they'll be there for you, like a person that you can like count on.
Okay. Have you been impacted by your community?
What you mean by that?
Like, has it affected you in some way?
Yeah, my community affected me in some way because like some of the people I grew up with was like killed in the community that I live in now, and that was like really heartbreaking.
How would your life be different if you lived in a different community?
My life would be different because I would have to meet new people, and I have to adapt to the way they living, and like because I'm already like comfortable with the way that the people live in my community.
All right. So you like used to where you at right now?
Yes.
All right. If you could change anything about your community, what would it be?
I would change like I would change. I won't say I would change the violence, but it could be like less violence in my community.
Like actions towards that?
Yeah, like actually having more solutions to like stopping the problem from happening.
Why you choose this?
I choose that because if you can stop a problem from happening, it could be a better outcome because like the violence rate will go down, and like more lives will be saved from like having to like looking at the long way instead of like the short way.
Okay. If you think this view is wrong or fair, is there a way to change how your community is viewed by others?
I mean, it's not a way to change it because people stereotype my community just because I live on the south side of Chicago, so they think it's just like killing. But I mean, I can't change nobody's point of view, but we can like show them that it's a better things that come out living on the south side of Chicago.
Okay. All cities have to deal with issues like violence. How does this issue of violence in Chicago compare to other major cities?
Say that again?
Okay. All cities have to deal with issues like violence. How does the issue of violence in Chicago compare to other major cities?
I mean, like people say, it's violence everywhere you go, so it's not really a comparison, but it's things that like goes on in my community, or that goes on in Chicago, like that goes on in other states.
Violence.
Yeah, gun violence go on everywhere.
All right. What are the top 3 issues/concerns that you would like to address and start a dialogue with your community, peers, neighborhood in Chicago?
Killing, sanitation, and like I don't know the other one, but those main 2.
Okay. If you were in charge of the media, what would you show? What would you do to change the perception of how people see your community?
I would show them like that I'll like have like events that brings out the community, that bring brightness out the community. Like I'll like have events where people come together, and that bring like a brightness out of my community.
Okay. How do you see Chicago in the future? Is it good? Is it bad?
Like from right now? From my
your
perspective.
future. Like, how do you see Chicago in the future?
I see it as
From right now.
From right now, I feel like it's gonna get worse because of like how many people get kidnapped, how many people get gunned down, like a lot of violence that happen. I think it's gonna get worse, but maybe it could be like a better outcome.
Can it be prevented if it's bad?
I mean, anything could be prevented. Like I said, we gotta like do more communicate with each other more.
All right. Is there anything else you want to share about your community or how you feel?
I feel like my community is not it's not really bad, but it's like how people stereotype it. People stereotype it like in a bad way because it's on the south side of Chicago, but it's smart people that come out from the south side of Chicago.
All right. What can I do to improve this process for future interviewers?
What can you do?
Yeah.
Maybe I can like go through it like once and then record that.
Okay. Thank you.